Hello, I'm Denise Phillips, professional chef and cookery writer from Northwood United Synagogue. The video today is featuring Shavuot, which is on Erev, Thursday, the 25th of May. There are lots of reasons why we have dairy ingredients over Shavuot, and I'm going to share the main reason is that the children of Israel have just received the 10 Commandments and they weren't confident with the laws of kashrus. So having dairy food was an easy option and they knew they weren't doing anything wrong. Now, dairy means so many things. It could be milk, it could be cheese, yogurt, white chocolate, butter, and the like. And what they all have in common is that they're slightly yellow and white. White significating purity, spirituality, cleanliness, and a wonderful connection with the Torah as a new beginnings which we have just received, the 10 Commandments. Now, Jewish food around the world celebrates Shavuot in different ways. Here is my delicious strawberry cheesecake, and I will be showing you how to make it. But in Hungary, it is the season for sour cherries, and they make a delightful cold sour cherry soup. And in Ukraine, they make borscht and swirl tablespoons right in the center of sour cream. And Ashkenazi Jews, well, they love not just their cheesecakes, but their blintzes, their barakas, and kreplach, all those types of beautiful ingredients. And in Kurdistan, Jews make a ground wheat recipe cooked in sour cream. And Sephardi Jews in Turkey make a delicious rice pudding with milk. So it is different all around the world. In Israel, there is a vast array of different dishes. They make quiches and blintzes and pastry tartlets, stuffed mushrooms, frittatas, sambusanks, salads with feta cheese, mozzarella, and very often a cheese board. So I would like to share my recipe today. All my recipes are on my website, jewishcookery.com. And because this year it is slightly different, it is Yom Tov followed by Shabbos, I've actually made my cheesecake dairy free. But you can use regular full fat cream cheese or curd cheese where I have substitute. And what I'm using is actually a violite, really useful. And I will show you how to make this. So I'm going to move this to one side. And it is a recipe in 3 stages. The first thing we're going to be making, and this is the strawberry mixtures, just chopped up strawberries, and I've removed the stalks. And inside here, if you can see closely, is strawberry jam. So that's stage 1. Stage 2, and what I have here, and this is the violite cheese, it's actually quite thick, so I've actually added a little bit of egg white to soften it, and caster sugar, believe it or not, softens it even more. So let me just describe what we're going to be doing with this part. We're going to be making the sponge in a minute, and we're going to put little blobs of this, say, vegan cheese inside the sponge together with some of the chopped up strawberries and jam. All right, so this is ready. The strawberry element is ready. And now we are going to be making the cake. So let's get all the ingredients now for the cake. And I'm putting this all in my food processor. So we have here caster sugar. There it goes. Just move that over so you can see. 4 eggs, in they go. Now this is Alpro yogurt. I've chosen the vanilla flavour because that reinforces the flavour. Again, you could use regular yogurt. I say this is non-dairy yogurt. And there. Flour, okay, this is self-raising flour. which means you don't have to put baking powder in it. Ground almonds. There it goes. Vanilla extract. And this is margarine. All right, so all those ingredients go in the food processor and we're going to whiz that together. So nice and easy. I'm just going to scrape down the sides, make sure it's completely mixed in. Lovely, lovely sponge mixture we have. Giving this a whiz again. Like all good recipes, pinch of salt balances the flavour. Another whiz. Okay, so that is done. So I told you, really, really simple. Right, now what happens is, you want to find yourself a tin that you can remove the base. Okay, good tip, use baking parchment paper. You don't need to grease at all, it will stick down to the base. That makes life really, really easy. What you're going to do now is pour half of your sponge mixture, and I'm just going to pour that into the base. Spread that to the sides, okay? All right, spreading that to the sides. Now we're going to add our jam mixture. So that's strawberry jam and chopped up strawberries, fresh strawberries, not frozen, fresh strawberries. So little dollops, here we go, of our strawberries into this mixture. All right, so in that all goes. Just pour that in. I'm going to distribute it evenly. Take a spoon, so it's not all in one place. Let me just lift that to the screen so that you can see. Now, what you're going to do is take the remaining part of this sponge mixture, right, and pour that over the strawberry jam. I'm going to just make sure we use all of that. So I'm going to take out the blade. Okay, take out the blade. Let's take this blade out. All right, this is what's really lovely about this cheesecake recipe, is that it's not so rich. A lot of them, it's all sort of all curd cheese, cream cheese. It's delicious as it is, but it is incredibly rich. And this one is not, because half of it is sponge, and then we just got parts that's got the cream cheese inside. So let's scrape right to the edges of this bowl. I think we've got all of it now. Right, let's move that out the way. Now spreading your mixture to the sides. Anyway, maybe you've got some ground almonds left over from Pesach. This is the perfect recipe. All right, spreading it to the sides. Now what we're going to do is taking, this is my violite cheese with caster sugar and 1 egg white. Take 2 spoons, 2 little teaspoons, and place sort of dollops of that in different sections of the sponge, like this. And then we're going to push it down so that as you take a bite out of your cake, you will get a nice cheesy mouthful as well. So there we go. Using up all this mixture. And it is a recipe that you can do in stages. You can get this cheese part done, and the strawberries done, and then weigh up all the ingredients. So it actually doesn't take very long at all. Right. So nearly finished with all that mixture. I'm going to take the spatula so we don't waste any. Now it bakes for about 45 minutes on 180 degrees centigrade, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 4, for about, say, 40 minutes until it is completely set in the center. All right, we're almost there with this cake. looking absolutely delicious. So I'm just going to push these blobs of cheese down, and then I'm going to cover it with toasted almonds. And it is really good idea to toast the almonds first. You think you're going to be cooked twice, but actually, if you look carefully, they're lovely and toasted golden. But if the temperature doesn't actually make them go as golden when the cake cooks for the first time, so it's ideally cook them first, right to the very edges. And now this is ready for the oven. So 180, about 45 minutes, just about finished here. So this goes into the oven. So just let me show you. Here is the one earlier. This is my beautiful ready-made strawberry cheesecake. So I'd like to wish you all a Chag Sameach, best dishes from Denise Phillips. I say all the recipes on my website and my other events on jewishcookery.com. And now I'd like to present you Rabbi Green, who will give you the spiritual message for Shavuot. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Denise. It looks wonderful. Hello everyone from Northwood United Synagogue. Did you hear about the cheese factory in France that was blown up? There was nothing left but debris. The authorities are looking into the Swiss. However, as much as they're cooperating so far, their alibi is full of holes. Shavuot is the only Jewish holiday where there are no distinct mitzvot. However, to make up for this, we have a custom to eat dairy foods. We consume blintzes, cheesecake, ice cream, and quiche until our heart is content. But are we only doing this to make up for the fact that there is no specific mitzvah? There is no shofar to blow, there is no lulav to shake. What is the spiritual significance behind dairy foods and Shavuot? What is their underlying connection? There is a discussion in the Talmud in Bechorot where they discuss about milk, blood turning into milk. This miraculous transformation takes place in the mammary glands. Take a liquid like blood, it is distasteful, pungent, and turning that into a sweet, drinkable, wonderful product like milk is surely a miracle. This miracle can be simulated in each of our lives. Blood represents a raw animalistic passion, untamed desire and instinct, and milk is a symbol of refinement and purity. Making milk out of blood, transforming our base instincts, is a life goal. The Torah that we receive on Shavuot presents a revolutionary way that we can accomplish this, through the mitzvot. Through these godly acts, we can tame our natural desires and instincts and align ourselves with divinity. With each individual act, we elevate ourselves and our surroundings and the world around us, transforming gradually ourselves and our world into a place that is divine. We turn our blood into milk. So this Shavuot, when we are consuming dairy products, cheesecake and the like, have in mind that with each bite, we are transforming the material into the divine, the mundane into the godly. From all of us at Northwood United Synagogue, I wish you all Chag Shavuot Sameach.